Walk deeper with me. Revelation waits for those who listen. There are chapters in ancient writings that feel like doorways, quiet, subtle, and so easily overlooked. But when you open them, they reveal truths that echo across centuries. Chapter 2 of the Book of Enoch is one of those doorways. It's a gentle beginning to a thunderous destiny, a whisper before the storm, a reminder that the world has always been watched, measured, and remembered by forces far beyond our sight. This chapter is different from the first. While chapter 1 shook the heavens with visions of judgment, chapter 2 turns our eyes toward creation itself, the sun, the seasons, the mountains, the trees. It appears peaceful, until you understand what Enoch is being shown. These observations are not just lessons in nature. They are warnings. They are markers. They are signs that the world follows a law far older than humanity, and that those who break it will face consequences no mortal ruler can escape. Creation reveals truth, but few stop long enough to see it. Enoch is told to observe the heavens, not with casual curiosity, but with awakened eyes. He sees the stars rise and set in perfect order. The sun keeps its appointed path. The moon moves through its phases without rebellion. Nothing in the heavens breaks its covenant. Nothing transgresses the boundaries set for it. This is the first revelation of the chapter. The heavens obey perfectly. Their obedience is unbroken, unwavering, absolute. Their order isn't just beauty. It's testimony. A testimony that creation was designed to function in harmony, and that disharmony isn't a natural state, but a chosen one. Then Enoch is told to observe the earth. He sees the seasons shift with precision. He sees rain fall, snow melt, waters rise and retreat, trees blossom and wither exactly as they were ordained to. Nature follows its ancient rhythms without argument or pride. But if the heavens obey and the earth obeys, then the question becomes unavoidable. Who does not? Disorder reveals the heart unwilling to listen. This is the second revelation of chapter 2. Creation itself demonstrates what righteousness looks like. Everything in the universe, stars, oceans, clouds, forests, moves according to the command it received at the beginning of time. Only humanity and the fallen resist. Only humanity and the corrupted refuse to stay in the harmony they were created for. Enoch begins to understand that wickedness is not an accident. It is a departure, a turning away from the pattern written into creation itself. And because creation still obeys, it witnesses the disobedience of both men and angels. It becomes living evidence for the day when all things will be judged. Creation remembers, even when humanity forgets. The light shifts in Enoch's vision. He sees cycles, summer, winter, fruitfulness, barrenness. These patterns are not random. They are reminders. The world is built on reminders. Every season speaks. Every sunrise declares something eternal. Every tree that sheds its leaves testifies that endings are not failures, they are transitions. And yet, some trees keep their leaves for years beyond their season. Enoch notices these exceptions. They stand strong while others wither. They endure while others fade. And this becomes the third revelation of the chapter. Not all bend under harsh conditions. Some are sustained by something deeper than the environment around them. This truth is not about trees. It is about people. The righteous endure, even in seasons meant to break them. The chapter shifts again. Enoch is told to observe heat, how the sun scorches the earth until even the stones cannot be touched. This isn't merely a description of summer. It is a symbol. Some seasons burn. Some seasons test. Some seasons expose what is fragile and strengthen what is rooted deeply. And just as in nature, those who cannot withstand the heat reveal the truth of their foundation. This is the fourth revelation. Trials are not punishments. They are measurements. They are conditions that show what truly lives within the human heart. Heat reveals weakness, but also hidden strength. As Enoch watches, he sees again The waters cover the land during winter. Rain, dew, and clouds envelop everything. The world appears drowned, lifeless, cold. But beneath the surface, life is preparing to rise. What looks like silence is actually renewal. What seems like death is often rest before awakening. This becomes the fifth revelation. Do not judge a season by its surface. The righteous may appear buried, forgotten, hidden beneath hardship, but in due time they rise. And when they do, they rise stronger than before. Silence is never empty. It is the birthplace of renewal. Chapter 2 now reveals the destiny of two groups, the righteous and the wicked. The difference between them is not in their strength or their knowledge, but in their alignment with the Creator's design. The righteous live in harmony with the truth written into creation. The wicked fight against it. And because creation itself testifies to their disobedience, judgment becomes inevitable. This is where Enoch hears the words that echo across the ages. All sinners will perish before the face of the Lord, but the righteous shall be saved. These are not words of cruelty. They are words of alignment. Those who walk against the order of creation are walking toward their own collapse. Those who walk with it are carried by the one who sustains all things. Judgment is not vengeance. It is restoration. The righteous belong to the Lord of spirits. They are held, protected, and remembered. Mercy surrounds them, even when the world feels dark. But the wicked, who refuse harmony and choose corruption, cannot stand when the Holy One arises. Their works dissolve like mist before the morning sun. This is not because God delights in destruction. It is because the universe itself cannot sustain rebellion forever. When truth stands, falsehood collapses. When light arrives, darkness cannot remain. Judgment is the natural result of a universe designed for righteousness. Darkness collapses the moment real light appears. Enoch witnesses this truth not as a distant idea, but as a living reality. He sees creation align itself to the presence of the Holy One. Mountains bow, winds shift, waters still. All things listen to the one who formed them. And in this moment, Enoch realizes the sixth revelation. Everything moves toward its maker. Everything returns to its source. Everything finds meaning only in alignment with the one who spoke it into existence. This is why creation is stable and humanity is not. Creation remembers its origin. Humanity forgets. We forget our origin, creation never does. As the vision continues, Enoch understands that chapter 2 is not merely about cycles, seasons, or natural beauty. It is a coded message, a foundation for the revelations that will follow. Before Enoch can understand the watchers, the nephilim, the fallen, or the final judgment, he must understand this. The universe is not neutral. It leans toward righteousness. It leans toward justice. And those who walk against that current will eventually be overcome by it. Truth pulls everything toward itself, even those who resist it. And then comes the final revelation of the chapter, mercy. The Holy One does not abandon those who seek righteousness. He protects. He strengthens. He restores. And while judgment falls upon the wicked, peace rises upon the righteous like dawn after a long night. Enoch sees this clearly. The chapter ends not in fear, but in reassurance. A reminder that the universe is not spiraling into chaos, but returning to harmony. Peace awaits those who walk with truth. And so, chapter 2 closes with a sacred balance. A world measured. A creation that remembers. A future that depends not on chance, but on alignment with the eternal design. This is why Enoch warned again. This is why his vision matters. This is why his message was preserved for a generation, like ours, a generation caught between cycles, overwhelmed by seasons, and blind to the patterns. Creation still whispers daily. Creation whispers truth, but only the humble hear it. Chapter 2 prepares us for what comes next. The heavens will open. Secrets will unfold. Forces long hidden will step into the story, and Enoch will walk deeper into realms that were never meant for mortal eyes. The veil thins, and Enoch walks beyond it. In our next chapter, we move from creation's testimony to celestial conflict. What descends next will reshape everything we think we know about heaven, earth, and the beings caught between them. Walk with me again. Chapter 3 reveals the Watcher's awakening. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If these ancient stories speak to you, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. We have so much more to uncover. Until then, stay curious